So, good morning. I'm Antonmarco Catania from EUKLIS, is an Italian company. Today we will speak about face recognition and critical infrastructure protection. Face recognition is a very common theme now, but sometimes it's joined just to the technology. We want to speak about face recognition and applications. The most important application of face recognition is for sure the protection of critical infrastructure. When we have to protect a critical infrastructure, the face recognition technology can be very useful. So, but the theme is that we think that to have a complete solution, we do not concentrate just to the algorithms, but for the application. This was the reason because with our experience in protecting critical infrastructure, for example, this is the example that we are saying is from Rome Airport. The function that the opportunity that you have with face recognition has to apply it in several things. Very important then is to have a suite of application that for one side has to use the best technology. For the other side has to be able to respect all the GDPR compliance rules. On GDPRs, many people don't think in this moment, or he's very afraid for the rules and say, okay, don't use face recognition because privacy issues too complicated. No, it is not. It is not. We have experience in airport where there are applications made in many fields of the security. Just very fast 2 words about who is EUKLIS, and the company that I am the president. EUKLIS is a very well-known Italian video camera manufacturer, 20 years old company. Okay, and we think every time for security solutions, not just for the technology. To build a good plate to eat, you need very good things, but you need a very good chef. So we think that very important in security is think the globality of the security issues and give a global security answer. So as you know, these applications are made, of course, mainly in Italy, where we are a very well-known company, but also in Middle East. Okay, EUKLIS, generally speaking, has many kind of line of products. Of course, the first most important is face recognition, but also the line of cameras and NVRs. Okay, let's go to the face recognition suite. That is the argument. And the hrer is the suite for application in protecting critical infrastructure. What is hrer? hrer is not just a software, but is idea how to approach the face recognition technology for critical infrastructure protection. So, generally speaking, hrer is a suite of advanced security functions that uses biometric information captured by video surveillance cameras. So we want to have face recognition, but also using the standard camera, or better, the already existing camera or the existing network video recorder systems. hrer is the idea of suite of face recognition that can work as a standalone platform, but better has integrated suite with VMS, access control system, or PSIM. We have, for example, concrete experience with many NVR manufacturers, Milestone, Indigo Vision. The application that we have seen before was in the integration of our platform of face recognition with the Genetec access control system in Rome Airport. Okay. What is further technology? Of course, to have a good face recognition system, we have to have a very good face recognition technology. And what we use is what is just always released for the academic society, combined, improved by our R&D group. In the face recognition, the most important technology phases when we think to use existing cameras are the face detection phase, the eye detection phase, because face detection says, okay, there is someone is going. With the eye detection, I say, okay, I have the face where I can do this next step, that is the face encoding, and then the phase of face matching. The face encoding is the most advanced part of our solution. Why? Because in a big world, I have a big number of faces, and I have to be very fast to recognize one face in a group of many faces. How we can do it? The idea is that any face, normally the face can be detected with more than 3,000 characteristics and measured. But these characteristics are transformed in about 1,600 descriptors, and this generates an hash. So when we compare faces, we compare hashes. So numbers, it means that this operation can be very, very fast. So to compare two faces, we compare two hashes, and we compare the similarity of the two faces. Okay. Normally, when we speak of face recognition, we have to distinguish two facts, very important. What is face verification to face recognition? Normally, when we speak of face verification, we compare two faces, and the compare is existing face, another face, one-to-one. When we speak about recognition, we have a look on a database where we have a number of people, and one-to-one. Sometimes face recognition and face verification can be combined. Why? Because I want, for example, to understand if my employees that go inside in a factories, in a critical infrastructure, they change the card holder. So I want to recognize who is. So this face recognition and face verification is two kind of approach that a suite to protect a critical infrastructure has to have, and they have to have both, no? And both are really different. Many speaking about deep learning capability. About deep learning and face recognition, there will be just a big conference to speak about this. We have not the time, but we can speak with each of you if you want to speak later. Anyway, in a closed system where I have an airport, I have factories, I have a building, the best way to control, to use face recognition algorithms is for sure to have a more deep learning system join to the list of the people that operate in this site. Okay, let's speak about the architecture. Why the architecture on a suite, on a face recognition suite is important? Because it's from the architecture that we can say if a suite can be GDPR compliant or not. Because the GDPR rules says us that we have to do many things to be compliant. And if the architecture of the system don't support this information, a system cannot be GDPR compliant. So in our hrer server architecture, we have a central server, but we have also a failover server. We have also a backup server. We have also a watchdog server. Because one of the key rules of the GDPR is that you have to ensure that we are able to retrieve the information, not just hidden the information. The system has to be always able to give you back the information that you have archived. So a complex architecture has to be very performant, to be very fast, but also very sure. We will have a slide afterwards also. Okay. What about the dimension? In a critical infrastructure, we cannot have limitation in terms of point of recognitions. A point of recognition, we say, is a camera, is a face reader, is a path support readers, is an e-gates. We have no limitation in terms number of clients that can use these things. So this is the difference between a suite and an algorithm. And we have to have no limitation on the faces that our database can manage. So for the security, it's important to have a backup system on the database, failover system, data encryption, and also, very important, secure communication between each project. What is a point of recognition concept? A point of recognition can be a generic CCTV camera, an access control CCTV, a PTZ, a face reader, but also a recorder video can be a point of recognition. So a source for a suite of video recognition. User interface. When you launch a suite for face recognition, you want to be able to access any point of recognition, and do you want to be able to configure anything depending on of course, your capability, no? And that can be done, has to be done also with more things simultaneously, looking with his own information or the information located on external database as the access control or the video management system that you can have. So just very fast, resuming global function can be a client configuration, tracking system, all the system configurations. And point of recognition function that you can use can be monitoring, accessing, auto control, and so on. First of all, because I have a short time to explain, I suggest you to visit our booth in hall number 7, EUKLIS booth, and you can see all this function working. The monitors function, the access control function, this is the same that we have in Rome Airport. The auto-learning system to automatically get the information for all the card holders. Our reader that is a vegan reader, so compatible with any access control, and passport control that can be used in e-gates application. Tracking system, all this function also very interesting for many applications. I know that my time is gone, so I'm very short. If you like to have more information of our platform, please come to our booth in hall number 7.